The Renault Scenic was the first of the mini MPVs, and since which there's been loads. Everybody's doing them, and with very good reason, because they actually make an awful lot of sense. They're based on the platform of a medium-sized hatch, in this case the Renault Megane, but then the body is kind of inflated to give this one box shape, which means there's a huge amount of interior accommodation. It's very comfortable and very flexible in there. You can move seats around. They make a lot of sense for another reason, and that is the Renault Scenic doesn't hold its value very well, which means second-hand, good news, because you win out. Somebody else takes the depreciation hit. You should be able to get a fairly recent car with reasonably low mileage for your money. So then, Pete, the Renault Scenic, first impressions, what do you think?
First impressions were that I'm 10 years too young for it. That was my first impression.
Right.
It's just not sporty enough. Well, as I say, it wasn't sporty enough. But as I'm in it, it doesn't actually. The outside doesn't bother me because there's so many gadgets inside it, and I'm a gadget man.
We should say, because if you don't know the Scenic, there are loads and loads of little cubby holes, and you're really into all of that.
I'm into secret cupboards. Yeah, I'd have my own safe built into the bottom of it, because one thing I don't have at home is a lot of storage space, and it's one thing I love, to put things away. And I have a drawer of amazing things. There are drawers under the seats in here, and I could put some amazing things in there.
All your kids in it. It does make a difference. I mean, if you think of it, when you've got your lad in here, and it's going to be nice and tidy, places to put stuff.
Yeah, there's plenty of space in the back as well for him.
So what about the drive?
It's a very comfortable drive. There's plenty of space, there's plenty of leg room, a very comfortable chair, very wide. I can spread my legs out, which is nice. I'm very comfortable. It's a good headroom too.
I mean, you do some pretty long journeys when you're going off to gigs. They're presumably length and breadth.
Yeah.
So you could be in this for hours.
I could be, yeah, and I think I would be very happy being in this for hours. At the moment, I'm driving around in a minibus, so and I have a car as well. If I can combine the two, it's going to save myself a fortune. And look at the back seats. The back seats come out. There's plenty of room in the back.
Peter.
Yes.
You were not exactly overwhelmed with enthusiasm for this car at the start, where you didn't run boyishly up to it, desperate to drive it.
I didn't think it was me, to be honest. What I would like out of a car, but we've had a go now.
You've
We've been
kind
inside
of changed
it,
your
yeah.
opinion a bit. What was it? Just sum up what it was about the car that's changed your opinion.
I sat in it for a while before I drove it, and I just thought, yeah, great, very interesting. But then you came along and showed me that amazing things, that the chairs come out and they come down and show that little table. There's drawers everywhere, there's little buttons everywhere. And that was it. Then when you walked off, I was playing for a while, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
I mean, things like there's cubby holes in the floor.
Yeah.
The 3 rear seats that fold and you can take out. You like that.
Yeah,
but I mean,
I
it's
can
not exactly racy, is it, for a young man about town?
But the thing is, it's the driver that is racy. So the car can just be as basic as
carry
it
it
wants.